Greetings, traveler, and welcome back to the world of Sanctuary. This is Muzzafuzza, bringing you another Diablo 3 experience, bringing you some more beta footage gameplay, this time on a barbarian as we're starting off killing John Dar, the necromancer betrayer. And if you guys didn't know from that intro, that's the intro to my Diablo videos. I just like to say welcome back to the world of Sanctuary, because that is where you're playing in Diablo 3 and the Diablo universe. Basically, Sanctuary is the name that Blizzard gave to the Diablo universe in Diablo's lore. And you fight with the forces of heaven against the forces of hell on Sanctuary. It's all very, sounds almost religious. And they have crosses and stuff all over this game with all the dead bodies. You see people half crucified with their legs hanging off and hanging from torture chambers and stuff. It's a really brutal, gruesome game, but I like that. I always liked brutal games. When I played Call of Duty World at War, one of my favorite things was blowing people's limbs off. And it's not because I'm some violent guy. I'm not some dude who's gonna play Doom and then go shoot up a school, you know? And it's weird to kind of bring up really serious topics like that in a commentary. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, back in the 90s there was a school shooting that kind of was the kickoff to school shootings. Nothing really had happened like this before, and it was called Columbine. And the mainstream media kind of started to blame video games for a violent tragedy. And that's just weird. It's not good. It's not good to think that some game, some interactive software experience that you use technology to integrate and maneuver through could actually affect someone's consciousness so much that they would want to go kill their peers. It's not very logical. It doesn't make sense to me, and it always busts my balls whenever I see some dipshit news reporter and he presents the story and he's all like, in tonight's top story, violent video games are corrupting the minds of today's youth. Families across America are protesting violent video games because blah 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 blah. Blow it out your ass. I don't give a shit what you have to say, Mr. News Anchorman. Frankly, I am sick and tired of people trying to tell me what I can and cannot do. Especially when it comes to fucking video games, man. I've been playing violent video games since I was 5 years old. My first video game, well, one of my first video games, I don't think it was my first, but one of my first 2 or 3 video games was Mortal fucking Kombat. Do you know how violent that is for a 5-year-old? Did I ever think it was okay to rip someone's head out, attached to their spine, and scream fatality in the middle of the classroom? It just blows my mind. I mean, bad things are going to happen. Bad people are going to do bad things, and they might happen to play video games, but that doesn't change whether or not they're going to do some crazy shit and wind up killing some people. So before you think that any violent video game, whether it's Mortal Kombat or these fucking Grand Theft Auto games where you can bang hookers in the back alley, and I gotta be honest, I did that even when I was like 12 or 13 years old on the PlayStation 2 playing Grand Theft Auto, 3? And Vice City and San Andreas. Violent video games and crazy, brutal, mature video games are a big part of my life, and they have been since I was a child and an adolescent and a teenager and now a young adult. And I just want to get the point across to you guys that you can't take what the mainstream media tries to tell you when it comes to video games, when it comes to violence. It's not all cut and dry. It's not all black and white. It's not all someone plays this game and it has an effect on their behavior. I play tons of different games, and while they do affect my life and consume a lot of my time, they have zero to a minuscule amount of effect on my actual behavior and my thoughts. And if anything, violent video games are a way to get out those thoughts and get out your angers and frustrations in a safe way. But that's my thoughts. I hope you guys thought this commentary was insightful. If you did, could you leave me a like on the video? That would be amazing. As always, there's going to be some links in the description to a bunch of different other websites you can follow me on: Twitter, Facebook, my live stream. They've all got follow buttons, and you guys should click them. But this has been Muzzafuzza. I hope you guys enjoyed today's topical commentary, and I will see you guys next time.